We got the call. The beard was coming in so nice. But it is 6:54 and I have to be there at 8:57. So pretty much a minimum 2-hour call out. We were going to San Juan, Puerto Rico. We got the call. We're on day 31 in a row of not getting the call. So I was gonna grow the beard out and it was doing good, but it's come to an end. So here we go. It's gotta go. If you didn't know, now you know. You cannot have a beard with pretty much all airlines in the US, unfortunately. So when you don't get called, you don't fly for a while, you grow it out. Oh, I should have kept a mustache. Oh, bummer. Forgot. All right, all packed up, ready to go. We got about an hour to get on over to the gate. Gracie is going to Austin.
Yes.
I'm meeting her in Austin tomorrow, not tomorrow, but the next day. And I have a shoot with KANE, and I'm finishing up the documentary with Connor. So that's gonna be epic. So pumped for that to get done. And we're going to my buddy Eric Hinman's KANE shoe launch party. And we're gonna go check out the VPN HQ. And what else?
Things.
What else, Sugar?
Hang out with friends.
Hang out with friends, see Austin.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back here. So she's off. I'm off to Puerto Rico. Back tomorrow night. Quick, get my stuff together, repack, leave the morning. A couple days in Austin. Back here, back on call. So a bit hectic the next couple days, to be honest. But it is what it is. We are all packed up, ready to go, off to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Let's do it. All right, pre-flight done. We are going to San Juan. The captain's gonna take this leg. Our APU is in op, and we have a brake temp indicator that's out, so we have to go off of some charts to figure out how long we have to wait after the last landing. So we might be a little bit delayed getting out of here, but that's all right. We're gonna be landing at like 2 a.m. and we were supposed to fly back at like 7 p.m. tomorrow, but we're gonna go on an earlier flight. So I think land at 2 and then try to get out of there around like 5, 6 a.m. There's 3 flights super early, so me and my captain are gonna try to deviate from that later flight and get on an earlier one, and then get back to Tampa probably around 9-ish a.m. So it's gonna be a long night. Let's do it. All right, we made it. We made it to San Juan, 2:50 in the morning. Long night, a little bit delayed leaving Tampa. And now we have like 3 hours until we can get out of here and hopefully on a Southwest flight. First one's JetBlue, then Southwest, then Frontier. 3 options this morning to hopefully get back to Tampa. We'll see what happens. All right, it is officially 4:04 in the morning. We just listed for the jump seat on the Southwest, or on the JetBlue flight, which is oversold by, I think, 7. But there's 2 jump seats, but there's another JetBlue pilot, and there's both of us. And then the Southwest flight is an hour past that flight, so at 6:10. That one has 4 open seats, but there's 20-something people listed, so that's not looking good. And then the Frontier flight has both of us listed, and it's 2 oversold. So I'm starting to regret my decision, and probably should have just went to the hotel, because the hotel's actually really nice. It's on the beach, but I do have to get some stuff done tomorrow, and then I fly out the next morning super early for Austin. If I didn't have that going on, I would definitely have stayed and enjoyed this overnight, because it's a really good one, and I never get overnights. But it might just force me. If I don't get on all 3 of these, I'm going to the hotel, and we're gonna just enjoy this overnight. But we shall see if we get on any of these flights. And we're back. About 13 hours later, it is 9:30 in the morning. Exhausted. I don't even think. I wonder if my watch, no sleep data. I did get a little bit of sleep on the flight, but the flight was like 3.5 hours long, so maybe I got like an hour of solid sleep. Long night. I wish I had more time. Like I said, I wish I would have stayed and showed you guys that overnight. We've been there before, but it's been a very long time, definitely over a year. And yeah, sick hotel, right on the water, right on the ocean. And yeah, it would have been nice, but I got some stuff to do. I got to ship out some stuff. I got to pack. I have a couple calls I have to get done today. So kind of just needed to rush back. And my captain was like, dude, let's just go back. When we land, there's a few flights. And I was like, all right, let's do it. So it is what it is. And we ended up getting on the Frontier flight. The JetBlue flight got delayed. And then went over to the Frontier flight, and it was oversold by 2. And there was like a bunch of non-revs, but we even got a seat in the back. We didn't even have to jump seat. So pretty smooth flight coming over. But I'm going to hop in the shower and go to sleep for a couple hours before my first interview here in like 2.5 hours. So maybe I'll get like an hour nap or something. But anyway, I will hit you guys on the next episode going to the Austin trip. I will start that as a new video, but appreciate you guys watching. This was the first trip in 31 days, and it was just one leg. He took it because he needed the landings as well because he flies D reserve. So I didn't get that one, but maybe I'll get the next landing. But overall, pretty smooth trip. It's just not always great ruining your sleep schedule. Like this puts you back a little bit. This is why, I always say that this is the worst part of the job, is just the sleep schedule, the constant change in schedule. But it's a double-edged sword because I always say it's very good how you're able to constantly change your schedule, but with that comes this. And sometimes, if you have a line schedule, this isn't just reserve guys. If you have a line schedule, sometimes you'll have super early starts, sometimes you'll have super late starts, even within the same, 4-day trip. So the constant shift in the sleep schedule is probably the worst part of the airline job. But there's so many amazing things about this job. So anyway, if you're interested in becoming an airline pilot, check out my ebook called Becoming an Airline Pilot. And check out Melbourne Flight Training, the school that I went to for all my training. And if you're training for stuff, and any of the links down below will help you guys out with supplements and gear and all that kind of stuff, use my code JOEYM. And yeah, if you want any merch or anything like that, all the links are down below. And it really helps out if you like, comment, subscribe. And anyway, as you can tell, I'm exhausted. My brain's like halfway not working. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.